Yo, people, what's up? Man, I still gotta eat dinner, but I'm gonna play one more chess game. It's like January 8th. I wanna film. Well, actually, I just wanna film a bunch of games. Um, wait, January 24th. Sorry, all confused. Oh my. We were waiting for an opponent. We gained some points. I don't want to go under 2,400, but it does happen sometimes. Usually, I think my average rating's around the 2,450 level, and it goes over it jumps over 2,500 definitely sometimes, and occasionally goes under 2,300. And on like miraculous times, it'll go over 2,600. I think that's happened like once or twice. And on like total disaster times, it goes under 2,300, which is also very rare, but somewhat less rare than the other one, going over 2,600. 2,600's hard, man. Those guys are like world-class champions. I'll go here. I gotta remember my line. I'm probably gonna forget, of course. I think bishop e2, or hold on. I think it's h3, actually. I think queen d2. I think castles. I gotta make sure I'm not losing. Okay, yeah, I think castles is my idea. Yeah, this is just like, I'm gonna go like knight d5 and bishop e2 and f4. I don't know, I came up with some idea like this. I think I'm playing the right moves. Again, I'm not so sharp in my openings lately, but I kind of just generally remember what my ideas were. And this is not a plan that anyone does, so that's why he's thinking. It's not really a main line or anything, what I'm doing. I'm just trying to eventually go f4 in a convenient moment for me. It's kind of annoying because like knight takes, queen takes. His bishop's aiming on my queen, so he'd like to have some kind of discovery, but just doesn't have one. Bishop e6, and now if I recall, I don't capture that. I just kind of like chill out. I can go I can go f4 immediately. I'm gonna go bishop e2 though. Maybe I should have went king b1. I don't know. It's a weird line. See, if f4, pawn takes, bishop takes, knight g6. Oh, then I can take on e6, bishop h5. Okay, now he castles, so I gotta be careful of discoveries. But I don't... No, I do have to be careful of the discoveries. So, like, if knight d5, knight takes, knight queen takes, and his knight moves, does it maybe have nowhere good to go? Is that, like, an idea? That would be funny, but it's not. He can just go knight c4 right away. Knight d5 is bad. I feel like I did something off here. But, you know, I'm going to attack his king, so whatever. Like, how bad can this move be, right? He takes, I take with the pawn, and I go like h4, and I just try to rip him open somehow. h4 and f4. f4 first, maybe. And knight d5 and f6 also looks like a cool idea. I mean, his king is open. I wonder what he's planning to do here. I think this looks good to me. It just looks good and easy to play for white. Because I have multiple plans. f4, h4, knight d5, and f6. All of these plans look good to me. Alright, so king b1 seems kind of natural, just to like avoid things. It's commonly a good move in the Sicilian. The other thing is I might want to go knight d5 someday, but not allow him to take my queen with check. Like, I don't know, I might go f6, right? He takes with the bishop, I go knight d5. He takes my queen, I take on f6. Check. And then I recapture the queen. He's up a pawn, but his pawns are weak, and I have two bishops against two knights. I don't know about that move. f6, though, it is interesting. But honestly, I kind of prefer just opening him up, like h6. h4, maybe? Or, yeah, h4, whatever. Let's go after this dude. Let's think for a second, though. He might go knight c4 then. So h4, knight c4, bishop takes, pawn takes g5. And if he does some move like rook b8, f6 looks interesting. If queen b4, b3. The safer choice is to do that f6 thing I talked about. And after bishop takes, go knight d5. Queen takes queen, knight f6, pawn takes, rook takes. How do I evaluate this position? think I have some small edge, but whatever. I'm gonna play the boring line. Wait, h4, b4. No, wait, h4. I said knight c4, right? Bishop takes, or I can go queen. No, bishop takes. You can go bishop c3. All right, screw this. I'm gonna go for this lame ass line because I'm just a little scared. He's lower rated than me. Let's keep the tension in the position. Or let's not let him perhaps mate me. Like, I don't know. You know, I couldn't really figure out those lines. They were really complicated. So I'm just gonna go for an endgame where I'm down a pawn, but his pawns are very weak. So, and I have two bishops. So I'm hoping that I shouldn't be worse here. Two bishops are nice. Pawn structure is kind of silly. I wish I had a little more time, but whatever. I'll try to pick up the pace now because the game's getting a little simpler. So I'll try to gain some time on the clock right now. Alright. I'm going to win that pawn, right? Give it to me. I think I should just trade rooks and play two knights against two bishops, right? A4, just open things up. Maybe I overlooked knight d4, but shouldn't matter that much. Just bishop f1. If he takes, I take on a6, and then I might win that a pawn, and then I have two passed pawns rolling down the board. Position looks pretty good for me. I mean, two bishops, man, against two knights is like a serious business. I just want to maybe go f3 someday, but I don't know. That's a weird-ass move. Is c3 good? I think I'm just going to do it and try to win his other pawn. Like knight f5. I was going to go bishop b5, actually. I think. Because if bishop takes knight, pawn takes bishop b5, knight h4... I don't know. It's probably good for me too, actually. I could go g3, then what? I don't really know what, but this move, like... Okay, now he's going to at least save his pawn. After bishop b5, he can go knight c5. I see an idea, though. Bishop c4 is interesting. Except it loses my piece to knight d2. I guess king c2. Let's just bring the stupid king in the center. Stop freaking out. See, maybe I can take on e5 now and go bishop c4. Looks pretty strong to me. You know, I want to keep my two bishops, though, in case I'm missing something. This looks pretty good. Maybe knight e4 is good here. I don't know. Just do that real quick. Still open time. I mean, bishops are strong, man. So I'm just going to keep harassing his knights for the moment. Whatever, man. G4 any good or no? I'll just do it. He's low on time. It's undermining his defense of his knight. And it looks pretty good, right? I mean, the thing is with bishops, you just don't even... I don't need to do anything right away. Just kind of like move... Like, they create so many threats. Like, boom. Pin, right? The bishops are too good in the open position. Like, against two knights. It's just... I don't need to win a pawn or do anything risky, I think. You just kind of move around. And then eventually, there's some trick. You know, I had many opportunities where I could have, like, kind of... calculated something, but I just knew, like, eventually things fall apart, right? Especially in a blitz game, it's very hard to deal with this type of stuff. Like, this was an interesting situation, right? Because, first I'm going to turn on Houdini real quick. So knight d5 right away, it says. But this is interesting, too. I didn't know about knight d5 right away for God knows what reason. I don't know why I felt the need to go f6 first. I think I just got confused. Honestly. Who's talking to me? Somebody's talking to me. This guy realized it was on video. Who is the chess kid? I feel like I know who it is. Justin Burgess. Oh, okay. Cool. What's up? So let's see. Knight d5. I don't know why I didn't do that. I just got confused. So I did this move. Still, Houdini still likes it, but obviously it's like less clean to just give away a pawn. But I still have a slight advantage, you know. And I traded everything because it's simple. I just have 2 bishops here, and it's just hard to play. You know, they create so many threats. The knights have nothing really to latch onto here. But all right. Anyway, yeah, I was always a little better, and then this is good, and then he blunders. It's hard playing against the bishops. So, what was I thinking? Oh yeah, so I wanted to do like this was the move I was thinking about. Then I saw knight c4, take, rook b8. Okay, f6. Oh, I also saw this. You know, I just didn't quite know. It was like whatever, too confusing for me. I didn't want to unbalance the game really. Just kind of wanted to keep things nice and chill. All right. Anyway, I win. I'm on a 3-game winning streak, amazingly. Thank you for watching this game. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.